Hello everyone. Let's start our third part of Federalism Chapter 2 Political Science Class 10. In our first and second part, we have seen about the federalism, meaning and its types, and then legislative powers, the level of governments in India. Now let's start the third part, that is reasons for success of federalism in India. We can say as decentralization of government in India. There were the three levels of government. First one is union government, second one is state government, and third one is local government. Under it, we can see why it is the success point. What is the success point of federalism in India? First main reason is linguistic states. The creation of linguistic states was first and a major test for democratic politics in our country. Linguistic states means that type of particular states where each and every state represent different religion wise category of people who are ruling or who are uh, residing in that particular state. To combine these linguistic states into a one country is the main reason of success of federalism or a democracy type of government in India. Since the independence, many old states have vanished and many new states have been created. Areas, boundaries, and names of the states have been changed. Since the independence, it is very changed. The name of the different places were changed many times. And since our ancient time also, it was timely changing the places name. In 1947, the boundaries of several old states of India were changed in order to create a new states. This was done to ensure that people who spoke the same type of language will live in a same type of states. This one is your main or major success reason. Some states were created not on the basis of language but also to recognize differences based on culture, ethnicity, or the geographical locations. These states includes like Nagaland, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, and many more, which was divided later on several years after the independence. Experiences has shown that the formation of linguistic type of states has actually made the country, means the proper division of religion wise people or caste wise people is being a more united to form a country. It has also made administrative easier. Second main reason of decentralization in India is language policy. A second test of Indian Federation is the language policy. Different people, different state-wise people were using different kinds of languages. So, our constitution did not give the status of national language to any one type of language. It is said that Hindi was identified as an official language and also English for writing work or for international dealing with other countries, we say as English, and Hindi is our official language. But Hindi is also our mother tongue of only about 40% of people residing in India. Therefore, there were many safeguards to protect other languages. Besides the Hindi, there are 21 other languages recognized as scheduled languages of constitution. We have also seen that what is mean by constitution. Promotion of Hindi continues the official policy of the government. Promotion does not mean that central government can impose Hindi on states where people speak a different kind of language. Means the central government cannot impose the Hindi as a local language or as a main language to speak up in different kinds of states, in different categories of states where people speak different languages. The flexibility shown by Indian political leaders helped our country to avoid the situation such as we have seen in our earlier chapter where Sri Lanka finds itself in as a Sinhal type of community were ruling over the Sri Lankan areas. Third main reason is center state relationship between the government of central government and state government. Restructuring the center and state relations is one of more way in which federalism has strengthened to its practice. Situation during Congress monopoly for major part of the country, same party was in power in center and state while the Congress was ruling over our country, then it is the main party which is ruling over both the areas, both the central government and the state government. That type of situation causes monopoly type of policies. As the result, a state government were not in position to enjoy their rights. Whenever there was a different party in power in a particular state, central government tried to undermine its influence. Constitution was usually misused by the political parties to topple up unfriendly government in those type of states where the political party is different from the central government. Some situations in the era of coalition type of government which we have seen in recent past few days like in Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh and many more other states where coalition type of government was formed and later on it was discontinued the coalition government policy. Now after the 1989 pattern has shifted to multiple party coalition government where the coalition government is made up of many different kinds of parties together merge and work as a at the center. As a result, new culture type of power sharing and respect for autonomy of state governments has developed. It can be said that now the federalism has more developed in our India. Let's revise it. Linguistic states, which is having the boundaries of several states of India, were changed into order to create a new states, and these were based on generally culture, ethnicity and geographical type of relation. This includes the states like Nagaland, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh also and many more. Second, language policy. Our constitution did not give the status of national language to any one of the language which is 21 in our country. Hindi is our mother tongue and only about 40% of Indians were using Hindi language as their journal language. Besides Hindi, there are other 21 languages and as scheduled languages by the constitution. Third one, center state relationship is there. Let's see some of the linguistic diversity of India. How the India is diverted in these all things. As per latest census report of 1991 of India held in 1991, there are 100 1500 distinct types of languages. These languages were grouped together under some major languages. For example, languages like Bhojpuri, Magdi, Bundelkhandi, Chhattisgarhi, Rajasthani, Bhil and many other grouped are together under the Hindi language. Even after this grouping, the census found that 114 major languages were there. Of these, 22 languages are now included in 8th schedule of Indian Constitution and are therefore called as scheduled languages. Others type of languages are known as non-scheduled languages. In terms of languages, India is perhaps the most diverse country in the whole world. Let's revise the decentralization in India. As we know, India is a vast country to live where the two tier of government are discussed above. Later on, it was launched as third tier of government named as local government. Indian states are as large as independent countries of Europe. European countries were much smaller than our country states. In term of population also, Uttar Pradesh is bigger than the Russia. Maharashtra is the bigger than the Germany in term of population. Many of these states are internally very diverse in terms of dialects or local languages spoken over here in their habits and cultures. So, federal power sharing in India needs another tier of government to control these types of distinguish between the government and the local people. So, this is the rationale for the decentralization of power. Basic idea of decentralization is that there are large number of problems and issues which are best settled at local level. People have better knowledge of problems in their localities. They also have better ideas on where to spend money and how to manage things more efficiently. Besides, at the local level, it is possible for the people to directly participate in decision making power. These helps to calculate a habit of democratic participation. Local government is the best way to realize one of the basic principle or important principle of democracy, namely as self-government. What caused a major step towards the decentralization in India? Taken in 1992. The constitution was amended and to make the third tier of government which is more powerful and effectively. Now It is the constitution mandatory to hold regular elections to the local government bodies. Seats are reserved in elected bodies such as executive heads of these institutions or for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, so that the local people also or the local government also enjoys their power level and able to work in local areas. At least one third of all population are reserved for the women in these local elections while making the local government. An independent institution called as State Election Commission has been created in each state to conduct panchayat municipal elections. Panchayat was conducted into village areas and municipal elections were conducted into in the district level area.